ladies and diners, I make a shameful, degrading confession, a deed of disgrace in the name of good taste, though I did it commit no aggression. I planted a garden last April and lovingly sang it a ballad. But later in June, beneath the full moon, forgive me, I wanted a salad. I slipped out, fondled the carrot, caressing its feathery top. With the force of a brute, I tore out the root, and it whimpered and came up a pop. Then laying my hand on a radish, I jerked and I left a small crater. Then with the blade of my true value spade, I exhumed a slumbering tater. Celery I plucked, I twisted the squash. Tomatoes were wincing in fear. I choked the romaine, it screamed out in pain. Their anguish was filling my ears. And finally, I canned the lettuce as it cringed at the top of the road. With one wicked slice, I beheaded it twice. As it writhed, I dealt a death blow. I butchered the onions and parsley, till my hoe was all covered with gore. I chopped and I whacked without looking back, and I stealthily slipped in the door. My bounty lay naked and dying, so I drowned them to snuff out their life. I sliced and I peeled as they writhed and they reeled on the cutting board under my knife. I mutilated tomatoes till their innards would never survive. I grated and ground until they made not a sound, and I boiled the tater alive. Then I took the small broken pieces I had tortured and killed with my hands, tossed them together, heedless of whether they suffered or made their demands. I ate them. Forgive me, I'm sorry. Now hear me, though I'm a beginner. Those plants feel pain, though that's hard to explain to someone who eats them for dinner. I intend to begin a crusade for plants' rights, including chickpeas, and the ACLU will be helping me to. In the meantime, please pass the blue cheese.